there, welcome back to another relaxation yoga with Nathia. So tonight we're going to look at some hip openers and some hamstring openers, things that can usually make some stiff lower back issues for us. So feel free to grab a mat, maybe invite a poochie to come and practice with you, maybe a block and perhaps a strap. We're going to sit up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in. Maybe close the eyes. Notice if there's any preoccupying thoughts circulating around in your mind right now. And maybe just imagine yourself picking them up like they were, a basket full of dirty laundry and you're carrying them off to a different room. You'll set them down and walk away. And imagine yourself come back to this place, empty-handed. With that, we'll turn the palms up, slide the shoulders away from the ears, and just continue breathing and exhaling. Notice the lightness in the mind, the body, and the breath. I'll invite you now to open the eyes. We're going to start today's practice with butterfly pose. So we can start by bringing the feet out with the soles to touch and the knees wide. We'll take a deep breath in and exhale, fold forward. Feel free to roll the head down, drop the shoulders, and come to a very relaxed position. If you have a poochie, you can grab them and put them inside your butterfly. Sometimes that's really sweet. Will you be my bolster? And just let yourself melt into the pose. Let's come up nice and slow. We're going to transition onto our hands and knees, and having a block could be really handy this time, or even a sturdy chair in front of you, like the seat about yay high. So go ahead and come into tabletop, and we'll place the block, if you have one, on your left side. So with your left hand on that block, you're going to get a little bit higher and then walk your right foot forward. Now as you walk your right foot forward, make sure to walk your back knee a little further away so that when you have your right knee on top of that ankle, you have a nice long line from your right knee to the back knee. And then you can sink down a little bit more and tuck your back toes just for that nice front body stretch. And we'll enjoy this really nice hip flexor stretch on the left side. Now you can prop your right elbow up on your thigh and hold on with your left hand on the block. And then see if you can let go a little bit more, just allowing your glutes to soften, anything around your waist and hips, even the shoulders and the jaw. Just enjoy that sensation of being a little more open through the front of your body. And then we'll slowly begin to straighten the right leg, shift those hips back, and just point the toe up. Now I'm going to slide my block to the center of my leg. I'm going to prop my right hand onto my shin. I'm going to lengthen as I inhale, and then exhale, lower down. Keeping the right leg fairly straight, maybe with a slight bend, just to really stretch out the hamstrings, the low back. And then we'll rock up onto that right foot, bring the hand forward again, sink down into that hip flexor stretch once more, and then maybe transfer both hands onto the right thigh. Push the chest up slightly while letting the hips sink down at the same time. Breathe in and breathe out. Bring the hand back onto the block. Release by bringing the right knee onto the floor. And we'll shift the block onto the right side. So this time, prop yourself up with the block. Bring your left foot forward and just sneak it up. Maybe you can assist with your hand. And then as you bring that knee on top of the ankle, try to bring your hips down. If there's not a lot of space, say your knees are really close together, you're going to have to shift your back knee a little further away. Untuck the back toes, come into a little bit more of a longer angle here. Press down into your elbow, your right hand, and then lift the chest slightly up. Look forward. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Slowly begin to straighten that front leg, flipping the toes up for an inhale. Exhale, bow forward. Breathing in, exhaling softly, lengthening through that hamstring. And then come forward again. This time, one more exploration into our low lunge, hip flexor stretch. Maybe bring both hands onto the left thigh. Push gently down as you lift the chest up. Sink the right hip forward. Just a wee bit more. Slowly make your way back down. Let's slip that back foot, knee onto the floor, and come into child's pose. So let's open the knees up, bring the big toes to touch, sink your hips back, and walk your upper body down. Try to set your forehead down on the floor or block. Breathe deep into your back, your belly, and exhale, soften down. Just feel the floor beneath you. Feel your muscles soften as you melt into the floor in response. And at any time your mind starts to wander during this practice, just gently guide it back to your breath. Come up high onto your fingertips at this point, pulling the crown of your head long, and then walk your hands over to the left. Keep your right hip down, and then set your head back down. Now, if your head doesn't touch, lay the side of your head onto your right arm, and just lean into it. Feel the side body stretch. And then come up, walk your hands over to the right, and then set yourself back down. Flatten the palms, release any tension or grip. Let's come back up. We're going to rock up onto our knees and make our way onto the front for Sphinx. So drop onto your elbows, lower your hips down onto your belly, and then align your elbows somewhere underneath your shoulders. Fingers and hands are flat on the floor, And then untuck your toes. Push down into your hands. Get nice and tall. Say hello to your puppy. Hello. If you want a little bit more, you might consider pushing into your hands and lifting your elbows off the ground and straightening them. It's considerably more of a back bend, so if this is too much for you, please do just stay in Sphinx and allow yourself to gently acclimatize into the pose. Let your back enjoy that lovely back bend. If you're up high, lower your elbows. From here, just drop your head. Inhale, press back up. Look forward and then look to your right. Come center. Inhale. Look to your left. From here, let's tuck those toes. Look down. Shimmy your elbows further in and then push your hips up. Walk yourself back into tabletop pose. From here, we'll explore some cat-cow. So again, hands underneath shoulders, knees beneath hips. Drop the belly, lift the tailbone, look up. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. And exhale, bring it back. Inhale, drop the belly. And exhale, bring it back. This time, we're going to walk the hands back. Tuck your toes under and give your heels and the soles of your feet a tiny bit of a stretch. So you can bring your hands down onto the floor, or you can use a block if you're finding this a little bit too low for you. So push deep into your hands, push back hips to heels, give that lovely stretch. Now if you want a little more, you're going to rock back onto your heels and lift the knees up, and then really push into your hands and extend your spine to a nice stretch for your back and your heels. All right, let's drop the knees gently. If you need some padding for this next one, I do suggest getting something to put underneath your knees. We're going to come up high, so the kneecaps are really pointing down this time, and I'll turn to face you so you can see what I'm talking about. We're going to come into gateway pose. So let's take the right foot and extend it long. You're going to want the toes facing forward and the edge of your foot pushing out and away from you. Now, take the left hand with the palm up. Right hand guides you down the extended leg, and you're going to take a side bend up and over while guiding the right hand down. Try to keep your left shoulder back and rotated behind you a little bit so that it's not crowding your face. Take some deep breaths here, and as you exhale, see if there's more room to melt down towards that right leg. Breathing in and breathing out. Slowly make your way back up. From here, bring your right toes to face the short edge of your mat and bend your knee into a lunge. Now, we're going to push into that right knee and open up the angle from knee to knee here. We're going to take the right elbow onto the thigh and the left hand to hold the fist, I guess, into a palm to palm position. And we're just going to gently press. Hello. I think he thinks there's food in my hands. We're going to press gently so you see the open angle of the inner thighs. Hello. Hello. I don't have anything. Sorry. All right. And then from here, we're going to switch sides. So loosen up the legs and bring your right knee in. Take the left foot out. And we'll take the right hand up and over. Again, keeping the right shoulder away from the face. Take another big inhale. Maybe looking up at your right arm helps too. Breathe deep through the side body. Exhaling slowly. And then slowly return. This time, bring your left foot in, turn your toes away, and keep a nice 90-degree bend in your knee. We're going to clasp the hands, bring the elbow down onto that thigh, and then allow ourselves to come into a little bit of a sort of knee lunge here onto the side. Big breath in, big breath out. You can deepen as much as you like. Just put a little pressure on your inner knee bone here though. If that bothers you, you can get some more padding. And then slowly release. Ooh, let's bring those knees together. We're going to see if we can sit back the hips towards the heels into thunderbolt position. So from the side it looks like this, so I'm sitting down. Again, if it doesn't work for you, sit on a block. Sort of put it in between your legs here and just sit onto the block as well. Same thing. So whatever makes you comfortable here. Now from here, we're going to sit up nice and tall. Bring the hands behind, clasp, and press the shoulders away. Look forward. Keep pressing the fists down towards the earth. Breathing in and breathing out. Slowly release. Let's take the arms out to the sides in Cactus Pose. We're going to take the right arm over the left and see if you can either hug your shoulders or intertwine your left hand into your right palm. And that's a little bit more complicated, so you can decide which way you want to go. Now pull your elbows away. Inhale and exhale. Just stretching through your shoulder blades. Take some deep breaths and feel them filling up behind you. Inhale to release, open up for Cactus Arms. This time, exhale, elbows cross left over right, either intertwining the hands or hands on shoulders. If you're in Eagle Pose in this formation, pull your elbows away, and then exhale, drop the head. Slowly release. Let's come shift onto our seat and come into a seated position. Let's bring the right foot into the left thigh and drop the right knee down towards the floor. Okay, so for this one, we want to start by facing the left foot. Inhale to reach. Exhale, reach forward. Grab onto anywhere along your leg. As you inhale, try to sit down into your sit bones, lift up through your crown of head, and then slowly come forward. So angling forward, inhaling to get long, and then as you exhale, round and drop the head. Spend a few moments here breathing. And releasing any grip that's in your body. Let's sit up tall, and then from here, turn towards the right knee, lift the left hand up, and then cross it over on top of the right thigh and take a little twist. Slowly return, coming back through center, and we'll do the other side. Oh, and now someone wants to cuddle. Oh, okay. Well, let's do the other side if I can. We'll bring the right foot out, the left foot in. With or without a dog may impede the way you can fold forward, but anyway, we'll try. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold towards the right leg. Hello, baby. Inhale and exhale, fold forward. Let's take another big inhale. And we'll come up nice and tall. This time, lifting the right hand, turn to the left and cross your right hand over your left knee. Left hand onto the floor behind you, and we'll sit up tall, turning towards the left, and maybe your gaze traces past your left shoulder. Take a few breaths here through the rib cage, even though it feels slightly twisted. And then we'll slowly release. I have a puppy who's decided to fall asleep in between my legs, but maybe he will do so right here. Would be good. We're going to make our way onto our backs, and for this one you might need a strap. We're going to use the strap for pigeon pose, and so I'm going to invite you to put the strap underneath your left thigh. Come down onto the floor. You're going to cross your right leg over the left leg. And if you have your strap, you're going to use it to help bring your legs closer towards you. If you don't need the strap, you're going to bring your right hand between that little hole that your right leg has made and grasp onto the back of your left thigh. You're going to pull everything in while keeping the right knee kind of pushed out away from you. Take a deep breath and a deep breath out. Let's release, and if you need the strap, you're going to put it underneath your right leg, and then place your left ankle over the right thigh and open it up. If you don't need the strap, you're just going to thread your left hand in between that little opening and grab onto the back of your right thigh. Hold your legs closer in towards your body. Take a deep breath and a deep breath out. Let your breath work its way through the stretch, releasing any more grip in the body. And then slowly release. From here, we'll begin by placing the right foot up towards the sky. Hold on with the back of your, with your hands or a strap, and then begin to draw some circles around your right foot, rolling the ankle, and then the other way around. We're going to do half happy baby. Saucy, come here. Come here. Begging to get out of the room. But we're not done yet. So we're going to bend that knee and take the right hand under the thigh and bring it out to the side. You can hold on to your ankle, or you can hold on to the outside of that foot and draw it down. So notice my knee is going down and out the side of my body towards the armpit. So it's not like jabbing into my belly, but it's away from my torso. Sausage, come here. and then slowly release. From here, the same thing. We're going to grab onto the back of the left thigh and then begin to roll circles around the left ankle. And very slowly begin to release by bringing your left knee bent and out to the side. Hold on to the thigh or the back of your calf, or you can hold on to the outside of your foot. Sausage, come here. Come here. Come here. Stop that. Take one more inhale and exhale. Slowly release. From here, you're going to hug both knees into the chest. And then slowly lower the feet down. You can stay here for your Shavasana, or you can extend your feet long. Take the arms by your sides. If you'd like to stay in Shavasana for longer, feel free to hit pause anytime. If you're ready to move on with your day or evening, I hope that you feel more refreshed, more light, more open at this point in our practice. May you have this with you tonight in your thoughts, words, and heart. Namaste.